Hello dear students, in this video we are going to look at reproduction in Spirogyra. And what is Spirogyra? It is this kind of algae green substance you can find in ponds and rivers and wet places which have water near them. You'll find this green substance on the rocks. This is Spirogyra. How does it reproduce? The main reproduction in Spirogyra is asexual. One strand of Spirogyra will make fragments. It will break down into fragments. Every fragment will make new strand. And here we will speak about the cells of Spirogyra. Every one is 1N. They are haploid. Every cell is haploid. This is when the conditions are good. But if the conditions are not good, there is no water, the plant is going to die, then it needs to make like a backup plan. So when it rains again, they can reproduce. So this is the sexual. So now here, Spirogyra uses sexual reproduction when the conditions are not good, when there's no enough water, when they are going to die. Before they die, they need to make a cell. So when it rains again and the conditions are good again, they can use the cell to reproduce. Now here, let's look how this happens. We have one cell of one strand of Spirogyra will come with another. This strand will meet with another strand. So there will be like tube between them. Look here, it started to have tubes of conjugation between them. Now these tubes of conjugation will develop more, and now the content of one cell will go to another. Look, the content of this cell will go to the cell which is next to it. Now all the content of this cell is gone. It mixed with the content of the cell of this strand. Now this cell was 1N and this was 1N. Now this disappeared and this cell here got the full content of both cells. Now this cell, every cell is 2N, which will make the zygote. Now here we'll have a zygote. The zygote is going to be there. Now this plant maybe will die because we said the conditions are not good, but it has this cell. Now this cell, which is of a zygote, this cell will be used. So when it rains again and the conditions are good, it's going to divide. Let's see how this happens. Look, this is a real photo of conjugation and how it happens. The content of this cell, look, it moves completely to this cell. Now we have here this cell, for example. It is 2N. It is 2N. It makes the zygote. Now this cell, when it rains again, is going to divide by meiosis to give us 4 cells. Haploid cells, 1, 2, 3, 4. And every cell will start making new strand of this Spirogyra, and this will make new strand 1, 2, 3. So everyone will make a strand like this, new strand, and this will make new strand. Then it can reproduce again, and this is how it reproduces. We need to care about some terms here. First of all, this cell which gives its content, it is called the positive cell. And this cell which receives the content of the other cell is called the negative strand or the negative cell. Now here we have types of reproduction and conjugation. Here we have this one. If you have 2 strands, this strand comes next to this strand, different. Here we have 2 different strands. Then this type of conjugation is called scalariform. Why scalariform? Because it looks like scales here, like scales, like you have a ladder here, so you can walk on it to climb upstairs. Now this, we call it scalariform conjugation when we have 2 different strands. But if conjugation happens on cells of the same strand, like this, the content of this cell will go to the one next to it. This cell will go to the next to it. This is the same strand. We call it on the same strand of the Spirogyra, we call it what? Lateral conjugation. And this is all what you need to know about conjugation in Spirogyra. I hope this is clear.